Tips for the best e-commerce design. E-commerce design must be strategic and attractive at the same time. Some of the common mistakes of e-commerce websites is making their website too visual with flash animations, which can slow down the browser of a shopper, and use color schemes that send out misleading signals. There are also some cases wherein the designer fails to consider the usability and ease of use of an e-commerce website because he is too caught up with his design. Even if creative elements add more appeal to a website, that should not be everything about the website. In order to design the best e-commerce website, here are a few design tips to keep in mind. Visible shopping cart. Because an e-commerce website is really designed for shoppers, the shopping cart must be visible. One look at the website and shoppers must be able to immediately locate where it is. Also, when a shopper adds something to his cart, he wants to make sure that it is really added. Hence, somewhere within your website, there must be an area where the shopper can check his items, and for each item added, there must be a notification. Effective add to cart buttons. Different call to action buttons makes visitors and customers react differently. For example, instead of putting add to cart or buy now, some e-commerce websites will use more details or learn more. The latter will actually make it more difficult to make a sale, because instead of letting customers immediately buy, you will direct them to read more information instead, which they do not want. Use add to cart or buy now instead, as these directly call for an action to customers. Add a search engine. Take into consideration adding a search engine for your e-commerce design. According to some studies, about 20% of customers actually use the search engine in e-commerce websites, as it makes finding the item they are looking for easier instead of following the category path. Furthermore, adding an autocomplete function to the search engine will prevent wrong results when customers type in a certain keyword. Clear navigation paths. If you have too much products or services to sell, categorizing them all may result in too many categories. This can make navigation harder for customers if there are too many categories that appear. Adding a flyout function, a function wherein a category box appears when you hover the mouse over an umbrella category, may be useful as it prevents all your categories from getting too chaotic. Controlled shopping experience. It may also be helpful to let customers customize their shopping experience. All of them have different needs, and all of them have different preferences. Adding tools that will allow them to match their needs can be very helpful to make their shopping experience easier and more efficient. Make sure to include buttons that will allow customers to sort products by price, size, bestsellers, collections, and many others. E-commerce design should not be too difficult. Think as a customer and what you would want when shopping on an e-commerce website, when designing, to make sure that everything you need to make your shopping experience better is included.